Ermes radio program. This is Chiara from Dublin. Today we're going to interview Ellen Gunning, author of the forthcoming book Capital Women of Influence. Good morning, Ellen.
Morning, Chiara.
Let's get started. First of all, I want to ask you, why did you choose the word capital for the title?
That's a really good question. It's for a number of different reasons. One is because all of these women are based in the capital city, which is Dublin, although they're not necessarily born in Dublin or from Dublin. And for example, in the case of politicians, they don't represent a Dublin constituency, but they've made their name and they're well known within Dublin. Capital Women of Influence also because we were broadcasting on Dublin City FM, which is a Dublin station, so it made sense that they would be women who had influence in the capital. And finally, because capital women, it actually suggests important women. It's another interpretation of the word capital, so that's why Capital Women of Influence.
Very good.
And which one is the character that most appeals to you, or the one that you feel closer?
I honestly don't know because they were all so different. I don't think I could pick one, but I know there is no one whose story didn't appeal to me. It's probably the fairest way to answer that they were all fascinating in their own way.
And what kind of a relationship was born between you and this woman?
Oh, they were just incredible because I only knew two of them beforehand. And from the time they arrived into the radio station, it was like, oh my God, how are you? Good to see you, sit down. We literally had at one stage, the chief executive came in because it was Mary O'Rourke, the government minister, had a sore throat that day. And when he came in to say hello, she said, would you ever do me a favour? We're chatting here. Would you go off and make me a nice cup of tea? Because my throat was sore and we were doing radio. And the chief executive, the managing director, went off and made a cup of tea and came back and gave her the cup of tea. I found all of the women, they're very open, they're very chatty. So they're naturally inclined to talk. So it was almost like by the time they'd left, we'd become best friends. We were all hugging each other and saying, oh, see you again, and thanks for coming in. They were lovely women.
Is this book only for a female audience or not?
Oh no, it's definitely male and female. In fact, I'd love it to have a wider audience than all of Ireland, but I can't be too greedy. It's up to the publisher to decide where he publishes.
Okay.
But I would think it's for both male and female. I think the stories, I find inspirational stories, whether they're inspirational stories about men or women, I love reading them. So I would hope that both men and women would read this book as well.
Perfect. Okay, thank you very much, Ellen. I wish you all the best for your book. And now let's listen to the new rock hit. Stay tuned at Ermes radio program.